Hello, everybody. Okay, Monday. Holy crap, look at me. Woo! Okay, hi. Hi, everybody. It's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. Welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I'm going to give this just a quick second to get caught up because I know it takes a second for it to sync itself with Facebook. And I'm hoping this is actually working because it told me my Facebook was not logged in. So let me just go take a peekaboo and see if this is actually going live or not. Okay, I see we have 3 people on. Is that right? If you're there, can you give me a hello? And let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching me from. It's Monday. I can't believe we're already in June. Wow. Hi, Joanne. Yeah, it's kind of hard to write June already because I don't know what happened to May. Like, where did May go? Like, that was just wow. Hey, just a couple things, friends. I had some updates today on our leaders group, and if you were looking for the glass mat that is that I use on my videos, you know, I tell you guys all the time that it's amazing and you should all have one. Hi, Diane. Hi, Pam, Sandy, Sandra. Oh my gosh, so many people. Okay, so I just want to tell you that if you're on my team, hi, Rhonda. If you're on my team, you can actually order this glass mat June 5th. And if you're a customer, you can order it starting in July. And it's going to be an online exclusive, which means it will be only as supplies last. Okay, so if you have been wanting to get one of my glass mats, you're going to want to jump on that opportunity as soon as you can. So as demonstrators, we were able to pre-order one during celebration, and some people didn't because they didn't think that they were going to really need it. And now they're kicking themselves that they didn't get it. So don't let that opportunity pass you by again because there's a very limited supply on that, okay? Couple things as we're getting more people hopping on. Thank you to everybody who's coming in to watch tonight. Couple things. If you have not signed up for the technique class for June, I know there's some regulars that I have not seen registration forms come in for. Please do that as soon as possible so I can start cutting cardstock and that kind of thing. What else? Any of the June classes, actually. The Expressions of Kindness kit that I'm doing as an alternative event with Tina. We actually can pre-order that on the 5th, apparently. We can order it. It goes live to everybody on the 5th. So I'm going to be ordering those. So if you want an extra kit, you need to let me know because I can guarantee you, based on the response that I've been hearing from customers and from other demonstrators, it's going to sell out very quickly. So don't be disappointed. And the last thing is, you guys really like the Christmas kit that we have coming out in July. So my Christmas in July event, I'm going to actually post the details hopefully this week. Fingers crossed. That's my goal, to post that this week and get registered. So I'm going to have 2 options for that. I'm going to have virtual, which will be a pre-recorded content so that you can actually just go and watch that over and over as many times as you want. But I'm also going to be offering, Joanne, I see you. I'm going to mark you down. I'm also going to be offering an in-person one for that, which I was not going to. I was only going to do it online, but there seems to be a lot of interest for the in-person. So I will be offering that. And I did give you a hold the date for that as well. Okay. Extra kit. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if anybody else wants an extra Expressions of Kindness kit, you need to let me know as soon as possible because I'm putting the order in June 5th at midnight as soon as I am able to. So, all right, let's go. Are we ready? Okay, it's been quite a while since I've been able to actually do a mystery card with you, so I am excited to be doing this with you. My desk is a bit of a disaster. See this glass mat? This is the glass mat that's going to be available for pre-order, or not for pre-order, for online exclusive to customers in July. Demonstrators can pre-order it or can order it in June. Okay, so if you just joined my team or joined somebody's team during this last promotion, you did good because you get lots of perks. And one of those perks is you get to get things a lot earlier than regular customers, which is amazing. All right, so I'm excited. I have done some pre-cutting and pre-die cutting and pre-embossing just because my embossing machine and die cutting machine is out in the kitchen. I just don't have room on my desk right now to do that. So, okay, I told you were going to need some supplies. I did tell you an embossing folder. I'm going to try to use this stamp set tonight for my words. How much will it be? I think you're talking about the Christmas in July. I'm still finalizing that, Bev, because I'm trying to decide on how much I want to give you in that class. I'm trying to be realistic as to what's practical, but I want to give you the most bang for your buck as well. So I'm just toying with how many projects I'm going to include in that. Okay. I'm trying to keep it no more than $50 is my goal. And you're going to get product with that as well, which means, oh, the glass. Oh, I'm so sorry. The glass mat, I believe, don't quote me, but I think it's like $84 or $86 for the glass mat. But you will also get like the tray, which I don't know where mine is right now. It's buried. The tray and the cleaning cloth as well. Okay. Honestly, I wish I might actually buy another one, to be quite honest, because I love it so much. I might put one on Maya's desk. Okay, here we go. Let's go do some stamping. So now yesterday, what I did, because I was kind of panicking a little bit, I didn't have anything ready. So I just did one kind of a layout to see if I was going to like the layout. And I thought, yeah, I can do this. So the really cool thing about this this class, blah, 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 words are hard today, with this layout tonight, is that you can actually, hi Belva, you can actually turn this layout into 6 cards instead of just 3 cards. I'm only going to do 3 cards, but you can actually turn this into 6 cards. Okay. I should have probably told you to prep 6 bases, but I just did not want to stress anybody out wondering like, what the heck are we doing? So, I did tell you a standard card base. Now I did emboss mine with the, new circle, the polka dot circles, because again, my machine is out in the room. So, which reminds me, the die cutting machine, is going on for 10% off starting June 5th to the 30th. So if you're interested in that, and any of the stamp sets with the dies, so the bundles, are also going on for an additional 10% off. So they're actually 20% off because they're already 10% off in the book. And then Stampin' Up! Is giving you an additional 10%. So anything that's a stamp set with a die is going to be 20% off from June 5th until the 30th. Okay, so that is a really, really great bargain. And the die cutting machine is also 10% off. So I've never seen them offer the die cutting machine at a discount before. So if that's been on your list, it's a great time to jump on that. Okay. Okay, so I am using this one, and this is Berry Burst is the color that I'm using. This is the Zinnia paper, and I told you 4 by 5 1/4 for that one. I told you a solid piece, but then while I was cutting mine, I was like, well, it could be a designer series paper if you wanted. And this one is 3 1/2 by 2. And then you have one little piece here that is 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. And then I told you to have a circle roughly about 2 1/4 inches. I literally just grabbed the first die that I could find that had a circle, and I just die cut it out. So may or may not be the right size, but it's just an approximate to give you an idea. I just didn't want you showing up with like a little 1-inch circle to do this. All right, so how many of you are stamping along with me tonight? And how many are only watching? Because that will give me an idea of how fast I am going for a Monday. We also need our paper trimmers. I'm not sure if I told you that or not on the post. Oh, I got to clean my paper trimmer. That's got a lot of glue on it. Watching. Okay. I had 2 watchings. Anybody else crafting along with? Watching. Okay, everybody's watching tonight. I promise you this is a really easy one. Don't be afraid. Okay, so super easy. You're going to take your card base. Watching and knitting. Oh, that sounds very relaxing, actually. Okay, so card base, if you want to emboss it, you can. If you do not want to, you do not have to. I just find my cards look a little bit lost without it having any embossing on it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Designer Series paper into my paper trimmer. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to line up the, hang on, wait a second. Just stand by for 1 second in case I tell you this the wrong way. Okay, so you're going to put your paper trimmer, or your paper into your paper trimmer on an angle. But this part is actually going to be at, I think it's supposed to be at 2 1/4, to be quite honest. I'm going to do it at 2 1/2. What the heck? It doesn't probably even really matter, to be quite honest, but I'm going to do mine at 2 1/2. So the bottom left-hand corner of my paper is lining up with 2 1/2 up here on my paper trimmer. Okay, so it's on an angle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of my paper here. That's all the cutting we're going to do. Now, this is where your big decision comes in. So you can take this piece and use it, or you can take this piece and use it. Okay, so bear with me as I continue the rest of the card, those of you that are watching along, because you will see that we're going to get into the 6 cards and you might change your mind depending on how I go ahead with this card. Okay, so this one is going to go here. This one is going there. This one is going here. Okay, see how simple but beautiful this card is? Okay, so now I could do this. As well. So do you see where I say you can actually get 6 cards out of this? Because this will be 1 card, this will be 1 card. It's not hard. It really is just one simple cut, but it gives you a whole different look. Now, if I wanted to turn my card this way, I 100% could do that, right? If I wanted to turn my card this way and use the Pretty in Pink background, I could do that as well. So I'm going to leave it up to you. We could do this. We could do this as well, right? If I wanted. Like, do you see how many different layouts I can do with this? Do you see one simple cut of your paper and how different I can make these all look? Okay, so if your paper is directional, you're going to want to just be careful because you want to make sure that it doesn't look too wonky, right? But this one, I think, let's do it this way, just for something fun and different. We'll do this. You can put this about here. And then I'll do the other ones. I'll do one portrait. Okay. So I have lots of watchers tonight, but nobody crafting with me. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Okay, now where you cut your paper, so I told you to put your bottom piece at 2 1/2. It does not matter, essentially, where you line that other piece up, where the bottom piece is, because what will happen... Okay, let me just put this, let me just do this for a second. And I'm going to show you something. Bear with me for 3 seconds. I just have to find my other paper. Okay, so if I put this over at 3 inches, right? All this is going to do is give me more of a space, right? So I can just play around with the measurements. If I do 4 inches, it would kind of give it to me on a diagonal, you know, so you kind of just can move your paper wherever you see fit. Okay, it's not, I did not like just create something amazing. That's not, sometimes we cut our paper crooked and we go, oh, that's garbage. It's not garbage. Do not throw out your paper. Paper can always be used in one sense or another, right? So do not ever dispose of your paper. We are here to use every inch of our papers. Okay. Now, you've heard me say this before. If you're embossing your base, you're going to have to use a little bit more adhesive, and you'll have to let it dry a little bit more. Okay? So I'm going to put this here. I might actually pop some of this up, though. You know me and my dimensionals, right? Let me just grab some dimensionals here, because I love dimensionals. Now, I could have used this part of my paper, but I think it's a little loud, and I feel like with these flowers, it's just a little bit too much, right? So let's just see what's going on here. So this is the zinnia paper. So if you took the zinnia class, you got half a package of this paper free with the class. And I think you're going to love the colors on this. Paper is just so bright and cheery. It just makes me smile. So I'm going to encourage you to make one of these. Heck, if you want to make 3 of these and post them, that would be awesome. Okay, well, that's doing its thing over there. Let's go do some stamping. Let's see what we got here. Unbounded Love. So you're going to see me use this one a lot over the coming months because I love it. Look at the dies that go along with this. So this one, for example, is one that is in our book. And it is, let me go see how much this one is, just to give you guys an idea. Unbounded Love is on page 55. I should have had this all done ahead of time for you, but you know me. Okay, so this is it right here. So this is the one that has the 2 sets. So it has the Flowers of Beauty, which I have a video coming up that showcases this as well as this Unbounded Love. And if you get the bundle, it is $51 for this one, and this one is, I'm staring at it. Oh, sorry, I'm staring right at it. $74.50. This one is $75.50. This one's $74.50. And then you get an extra 10% off that, okay? So let's go do a best of luck on this one. I have not done a best of luck card in a very, very long time. But I'm thinking that this one would be a nice, bright, cheery card to wish someone well. So again, best of luck. I'm using my gloss mat. Now, I need to know from my friends that are watching, what color do I want to use for ink? I have Berry Burst. I have some Blackberry Bliss going on. I got some Old Olive. I've got some Granny Apple Green. So you need to let me know what you would like me to, what color you want me to use. I'm just going to grab some more word stamps. Maybe. I went through and got rid of all my old stamps now. Berry Burst. Okay, it's funny. Berry Burst was my first initial thought. Berry Burst. Berry Burst. Berry Burst is one of my favorite colors. I just feel it's very... Everybody's saying Berry Burst. Okay, you guys are all on the same page today. I find that Berry Burst is such a very bright and vibrant color. It just makes me smile. Okay. Best of luck. Now, it looks very dark there, which is okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up. So these circles that I'm using, I just cut 3 circles identical tonight just because I was kind of being lazy. They are all from the detailed, oh my gosh. I think it's called Everyday Details Die. Did I just glue that wrong? Oh, I thought I glued it wrong. Okay, whew, my heart's a beating here. Okay, let's go do the inside of this card. See how nice and simple this card is? I really like how that one turned out. So we have scraps. We all have scraps, right? We all need to use our scraps. Don't ever throw paper away, because you can go back and watch some of my older videos that will show you how to use even the smallest of scraps. That's generally what we will do on a Magical Monday, is we will create very simple cards. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Stampin' Clean, and I'm just going to clean off my stamp. All right, let me put this back. Best of luck. All right, so there's that one. Now, I'm struggling tonight for some reason. Okay. I'm going to show you the one that I originally had started with. I already cut the paper on this one to see if it was going to work and if I liked it. So I actually pulled out our basic beige, or our new beige color, and it's really pretty. But for this one, I really, really like Crumb Cake. So I am using the Lovely Lavender paper, right? So this is what it looks like when it's not cut. So you can see that I actually just cut. You like that layout, eh, Pam? It's a very simple layout. It does not need to be complicated. Cards do not need to be very complicated. Okay, so for this one, again, I can just, well, maybe not this one, because I think you can tell this one will be, it's directional. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. That, and then where's my circle? Oops, I'm throwing things at myself now. Okay. So, how many of you are actually going to make this layout and post it for me? Because I'm so curious to see what you do with this. Because there's so much variety that you can do with the same layout, right? So we're going to do this and this. And then that. Okay, or we could do it this way again, but I would like to do one this way. I gotta get all these holes out. I know Sandra will. Sandra is like a card making queen. She sends out so many cards a month. So I want to know, I know Sandra does, but who else sends out cards every month to your friends and families? I actually this morning was at work and went, it's June. I don't think I've sent out the June birthday cards yet. Because I thought we were still in May. That's where I'm at. I'm still back in May. So what do you do with your cards when you make them? Because I know we have lots of people that make cards, but what are you doing with them? Because cards are beautiful to make, but we should really be sending them out, right? Sending some sunshine in the mail to people. I know there's people who love receiving cards. So, I personally love receiving cards in the mail. Sandra just sent one to Thailand today. That's awesome. That is amazing. And you know what? I bet you every person that touches the envelope will say, I bet you this is a handmade card. Right? Because I'll tell you that my amazing person at my post office, his name is Steve. He loves it when I come in because he can see the cards. His wife is also a crafter. She does Cricut things. She doesn't do like card stuff. She does Cricut stuff, but he loves it when I go in and he can see the envelopes, and as long as it stays within his guidelines and we don't go against anything. Janet says she sends out cards regularly. That's good. That's, you know what? I think we need to do more of that. I know people say, oh my God, postage is so expensive. It is, 100% it is. But just think of the impact that could make for somebody. Right? Like that could be a game changer for somebody. You just really, you know, my mom said that to me the other day. She said, you know, Cindy, you never know what cross somebody else is bearing. And I said, you know what, Mom, you're absolutely right. Because there is a lady across the bed from her who she's 89 years old, bless her heart. And she's in so much pain. And it breaks my heart, right? So, it really can brighten somebody's day. I'm trying to think what I want to put on this one. What should I do for this card? I like this happy birthday, but I feel like I use it a lot. The card base is embossed, Stacy. Yes, I have embossed mine, and I've embossed this piece as well. Just because I find things look very naked if they're not embossed, but you do not have to emboss them. I use my embossing machine like non-stop, so you will find I always emboss my bases. I'm thinking hello, friend. I have 25 Canada Day cards ready to mail. Oh my goodness. Canada Day was not even one that was on my radar, so that is amazing. Hello or just a note. I was thinking this one, like hello, friend. I'm finding I'm doing more of those because I'm finding that a lot of times I go to pull out a stamp and I'm like, or a card, and I'm like, oh, love that card. It's just not the right sentiment. So I'm finding I'm doing a lot of hello, friend. Or just a note or something like that, right? Okay, so hello, friend. So I know we were all very devastated when the Stamparatus went away, but this, honestly, this mat replaces the Stamparatus, and it is amazing. Okay, color. What color should I use? I've got Gorgeous Grape. I've got Fresh Freesia. I've got Pretty Peacock. Where's my Pretty Peacock ink, actually? I'm missing my Pretty Peacock ink, am I? No, I'm not. It's right here. Maybe I should put my sticker on my Pretty Peacock ink, though. I have no nails left. It's pathetic. Okay, I'm just going to put my Gorgeous Grape. Gorgeous Grape. Okay. I love it when you guys are all on the same page. It makes my life so much easier. Okay, I'm just putting my Pretty Peacock sticker on there. Okay. Gorgeous Grape. Where's my Gorgeous Grape ink? Hang on. Stand by. Stand by. Oh, we might have used it. There we go. We used it in class, and I haven't put my ink pads back yet. Okay, get well, sell well at craft shows. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing to know. So those of my friends that do craft sales, that's a really great tip. Hello, friend. Okay. So should I put a little bit of splatter on that? In like maybe crumb cake? What do you think? I'm gonna put my gorgeous grape ink pad back now that it's here. I'm just gonna do a little bit of splatter. That way it doesn't make it as stark, right? Oh, you know what I could do? You know what would be super cute is if I took this bird. This is the problem when I start on something. Put the bird. Wouldn't that be adorable? I'm going to put some bling on it. I am going to put some bling on it. Yeah, it definitely needs bling, doesn't it? It needs some bling bling. Okay, let's pop this up. I may have to do the bird after. What do you think? I could fussy cut him. Who am I kidding? There's a die for that. Okay. Just so you know, I actually have a couple videos coming out in the next couple weeks for you guys too. I sat on Saturday. I kicked Maya out of the house because she's been doing her homework so much that I made sure that she spent the day away from school, work, and I came to the house and I did a bunch of videos. So stay tuned for those because they're coming out in the next couple weeks. And hopefully when school is done, I can get back to doing more videos. Things you take for granted, you know? I'm just trying to find my purple bling, which has vanished. There they are. I got them. I don't even know if these are current right now, but I'm putting them on because I have them. Yeah, who wants to sit here and watch me fussy cut? Let's be honest, Sandra. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Where do I want to go? I don't like that, but anyway, that's not here nor there. Okay, that one is done. Okay, so here's the first one. Let's just recap. I'm gonna do one more, but let's just recap for a second. See the difference here? Exact same layout, exact same pieces. They're just flipped. This one I don't like. I might put some bling on this one anyway. But isn't that funny how it's exact same card? And then I can take this piece, let's say, sorry, this way, and I can make this into a card, right? And then I can take this piece. No, this one would have to go this way because of the flowers. And it goes that way. So I can actually, oh, envelopes and inside. I don't have any envelopes close by. My envelopes are actually all out in my cart in the other room. But I do have an inside here. And I'm trying to put the insides in my carts because I hate having to, I need a card and I go grab it and then I don't have the inside and I get mad at myself. I have nobody to blame but myself for that. I could stamp the little bird on the inside, couldn't I? That would be cute. I should have maybe colored him first though. Would that be cute if I did that? I really like this bird. Do you know why I like this bird? Can I tell you why I like this bird? Not that you guys really, you know, want to hear me ramble, but I really like this bird because it reminds me of my mom. And the reason it reminds me of my mom is because my mom, I remember growing up, and she used to do this with my kids, she would actually draw birds. It's the only thing she could really draw, but she draws birds, and it looks very much like this bird. So when I saw this bird, it's the first thing it made me think of was my mom. It's funny how you have those connections to things, eh? So I'm going to put a little birdie on the inside. I probably won't stamp him or anything, or color him, but just put it right there. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? So Sandra, I have this room at the end of the hall that when we got here, such chaos, right? And so anyway, I started just throwing my cards into boxes in that room. And then my goal was to sort them all and do exactly what you're doing. And I thought, oh, well, I have all this time now that I'm not working. I'll do that. And guess what? It never got done. And now I'm back to work. And it probably will never get done. So, you are definitely my idol for doing that. Okay, so this last one is using one of the new in colors. So this one is actually Summer Splash. This is one of my favorite colors. This one reminds me of a Coastal Cabana. If anybody remembers Coastal Cabana, this is what it reminds me of. It's a bright, fun, cheery card or color. And this one is the Unbounded Beauty paper. Look at this. Like, how do you even decide what side you want to use? Right? If you're in my elite group, FYI, you might really like this paper. Just saying. All right. So, let's do this one different. I'm going to go, no, I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to go 3 1/4 on this one. And I'm going to angle it because I want more of a chunk. So I'm just going to go this way. So I'm almost cutting it in half. Oh, well, there you go. That's a good reason to do it, right? If somebody's looking to buy them. Look how pretty this paper is, right? And then I actually embossed this thinking I was using this for something else. So I have the 2 patterns, and I don't know how I feel about that. It might make me twitch, but we'll try. So this is Berry Burst, which is actually one of the colors that's in the paper. And then we have Pretty Peacock, which is the outline of the leaves. And then we'll do my circle. The card base is Summer Splash. So it's one of the new in colors that, Pamela, you would have gotten your kit. So you hit a bonus there, because you will have this paper. If it's not there yet, it should be arriving. It's one of my, I can't say it's one of my favorites, because honestly, all of the in colors this time, oh, of base 2, sorry, number 2, I'm so sorry, is Crumb Cake. The beige color is Crumb Cake. I did try doing it. I'm going to show you guys the new neutral beige, which is this color. I do use it in my video that's coming up, but see the difference? So it's not Crumb Cake. So this is Crumb Cake. It's not Crumb Cake. It's not white. And it's not Very Vanilla. Because where's a Very Vanilla? Do I have a piece of Very Vanilla? Not likely near me. No. I don't have a piece of Very Vanilla. But it's kind of a mix between a Very Vanilla and a Crumb Cake. It's a nice color. It really is a nice color. It's just for this card, I really like the Crumb Cake with the purples. So, Okay, so now, what do I want to do for this one? Do I want to do this one landscape or do I want to do this one portrait? So portrait would be this way. A landscape would be this way. And we could actually just do this one like way out of the box. Right? Like we could even do something like that. What do you think? Do you like that? I'm going to put that underneath. Do you see how many options there are by just a few pieces of paper? Like the possibilities literally are endless. Thoughts? Does anybody have any thoughts? Anybody out there? I know there's people out there. Anybody? I know it takes a second for Facebook to catch up. So if you're watching me on Facebook, awesome. If you're watching me on YouTube, it might be delayed as well. Oh, there they go. See, then all of a sudden there's nothing. Then all of a sudden I get all these comments. Not my favorite color of paper combination. It actually, I bet you in person you might like it. Yep, I'm here. So, what color do you not like, Sandra? I'm curious. I love this color combination. It's very pretty. It's cheery. Like, to me, it's cheery. I'm not sure about the dark square. This piece? Do you want me to tuck this behind so it's less subtle? So we see less of it, but it's still there. What do you think of that? I like the mono. Oh, really? Okay, okay. You're a monochromatic girl. I gotcha, I gotcha. So am I, actually. I love monochromatic. What about this? If you guys don't like the... No, maybe it's just the embossing. Prefer the first. Well, we may just have to make a couple. This one looks very plain, but it's very pretty, actually. This piece you guys don't like? The berry burst? Put the berry burst back in. Okay. Do you want to keep this paper with berry burst? You know what I think it might be too? Because I screwed up doing this. This is totally my fault. These are two different embossing folders. Right? See, doing this way, I don't like it. Because I think this is out of place because it's not pulling in this here. Pamela says, I like the original, just me. No, I think it's, you know what's making me set off a bit is these two different embossing folders. This one is very, very defined, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It's whereas this one's more subtle. So I don't know if you can see this one. This one's like the exposed, oh, what's it called? Time Well Worn embossing folder. Flip the DSP. Like this. Tuck under the DSP. Okay. This is like a game. It's like a charades game for card making. Okay, where am I putting this piece? Do we want this piece? Tuck under the DSP. Oh, that's the last comment I just saw. Okay. It's funny, I get no comments and all of a sudden they all pop up. It's like almost like Facebook goes, whoa, we have comments. We're supposed to post those. I'm just going to try to get the little dots out on top. Okay. No, don't use it. On top of DSP. Well, I think we could do this card a million ways. Couldn't we? This looks good. Do you like this? Because it kind of tucks this away a little bit. It's not as like right in your face. What do you think of that? Anything? No? Am I good to glue? Going once. Going twice. It's funny because when I see comments, I never know if it's in regards to what I've just said or what I said 5 minutes ago because it's that delayed. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this for now. So let me just do this. Go for it. Okay. Here goes nothing. We'll know when we go to vote. That's how we'll know if anybody liked this card. If there's no votes for card number 3, then we know this was not the one you guys liked. Right? This paper, look at this paper though. Come on, that's beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, so going like this. I'm gonna just put that there for a quick second. I'm gonna put my glue on here. Like this. Okay, well, I'm stamping. I love the monochromatic paper too, actually. I think we should do a whole monochromatic class. What do you think? Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, so what are we doing with this one? What kind of a sentiment do we want? You make life better. Dearest friend. That's kind of tight. Thinking of you. That's way too big. Let's see what other papers, or what other stamps we have. I feel like I have more. I do have more stamps, but let's see. That one's kind of cringy. You know what I've realized? I've come to realize that I don't have a lot of word stamps. Thinking of you. I was thinking of this one. You're in my thoughts today. So you're going to want to stay tuned because there might be something really cool coming. For those of you that are like me, that feel like you don't have a lot of word stamps, I'm thinking like a free class. You're in my thoughts today. What do you think? Okay, I need a color. What color do we want to use, friends? We got Summer Splash. We got Berry Burst. We got Pretty Peacock. We've got, well, this one's really light, but we do have Flirty Flamingo, but I probably would not advise to Flirty Flamingo. Summer Splash, Berry Burst. We need a tiebreaker. Summer Splash, Summer Splash. I was thinking Summer Splash just for something different. If we don't like it, we'll just turn it over and do it again. You're in my thoughts today. Okay, I'm just looking to make sure nobody else is throwing a different color in. That threw me right for a loop. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's pop this one up. I guess I could have flagged those too, eh? Can't do it all. I usually use the same color as the card base. I do too, generally. That's kind of my rule of thumb, just to kind of tie it all in. But sometimes, like this one, I wouldn't, right? I brought in the purples, but for the most part, that's what I do too. Okay, hang on. We need some bling. We need some bling. Have you seen these? Mine aren't even opened. Let's open these. These are the in-colored gems. Let's open these up. So many things that I don't even open. Okay, let's do one, two, whoa, three. That was tricky. I don't need that, but I do need to put this in here. What do you think? Okay, hang on. I'm struggling right now. Oh boy. I'll get there. It's exactly not what I wanted to do. Let's go this way. Okay, there we go. Okay, my desk is like a disaster. Okay, let's have a vote. Let's get these out of here now because I don't think we need these anymore. Is there anybody left on to take a vote with? Must be. One, two, and three. Pamela says 1, 2, and 3. I just got to. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2. Okay. 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1. 3, 1, 2. So it is a mixed bag tonight. 1, 2, and 3. I think this one comes across very bright on camera, but it's a very cheery card. This one, I think we've seen lots of this paper, right? What do you think? 2, 1, and 3. It is like literally like, what did you emboss the crumb cake base with? So this is the exposed brick on this one, Judy. Yeah, I think it's called exposed brick. Yeah, that's exposed brick. This is the new polka dot one, and then this one is time well worn embossing folder. And then these dies are all from the everyday. Yeah, that's the downfall to camera. They don't show up on camera very well, but they're there. Okay. All right. So that's not bad. 8:56. So just a reminder to get registered for the classes for June. If you have not registered, I am putting in all orders for those that have registered already, June 5th. So please get those into me ASAP so I don't have to put in a second order. And stay tuned for the Christmas in July class being sent out this week. And get registered, because again, that I am going to get going on ASAP. Okay. All right. Thank you everybody for joining me and sticking with me through that whole long video. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's something you'd like to see me do, be sure to message me and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks everybody. Enjoy your week and we'll chat soon. Bye-bye.